Okay, Davis, this is part two. So I left off on me saying to use wax to keep your eyebrows, the hairs of your eyebrows in place. So that's what I was doing before I stopped it. So now we're going to jump right into me filling my brows. Um, so I used Jordana Fabu Brow, which I have been absolutely loving. And I only got one, so I need to get another one because I absolutely love this. And then I use In Color Fabu Liner. It's a felt tip eyeliner. It may look black on my hand, but it's dark brown. So I use that toward the end of my brow. So I might need to come up. I can't come up a little closer because I don't like to be on the mirror. So I'm just going to start filling my brows in. And I follow the natural shape of my brow. When I first started doing my brows, I would use stencils, but now I just follow the natural shape of my own brow. And I hope you guys can. And I always stop here because I use the felt tip marker too. I may start from here on. Um, I hope you guys can see what I'm doing because I need this mirror. Okay, so that's what we have so far. Now we're going to use this. And I'll start here somewhere in this area and take it back. Can you see the difference between the pencil and the marker? And I go again, just since I don't have a tip on the end of my eyebrows, I have to make one because I don't have a tip on the end of my eyebrows. There. And then I take my spoolie and I blend the pencil into the marker like so. And I'll do the other eye the same way. And I think I'm running out of my marker. I can always get one done and then I start. So I'm blocking the camera. I'm trying to get. I always have issues with this one. Always. I always have issues with this eye. So what I use because I truly do not like using cream or lotion type um, eye makeup remover on my eyes. I like liquid. This is my Mary Kay, which I absolutely love. I'm gonna have to find me a Mary Kay person to buy me some more, or I'll go buy um, find me some, but I like this. But I use this to clean up my mistakes. Because again, I can never get this one right. Again, they are sisters. They are not twins. If you can get yours to look identical, great. Okay. So, now I'm going to grab my spoolie again and fade the front of them and brush them up and over. There. I have been trying to use up other stuff. Ruby Kisses 3D Face Creator. This is number 9. Um, I'm used to my MAC Studio Fix Concealer in NW40. I like the stiffness of this. So I'm going to go back to it. And as you can see, I've been really digging in. So I'm going back to this. I use a angled eyebrow brush to shape my eyebrows. I use this as a base as well. And I'm just getting a generous amount on here because I use both ends, both sides for one eyebrow. And so I like to start off with a straight edge on this pencil, if you can see that. Yeah. So I follow the shape that I drew and I just outline it or highlight it. Is what we're doing is shaping the brow and highlighting them at the same time. A lot of people, myself, use a highlighter concealer, or some people use the same color as their skin and do a powder highlight. Here lately, I've been doing this. Again, that's just what I prefer. So we're going to follow the shape of the eyebrow using small strokes, and it should look like this. When I get to the arch of the brow, since I'm not too much into arched eyebrows, I continue to go around just a little bit and line it off. This is the way I like to wear my eyebrows. And then the excess from there, if you mess up like I just did, you can go back with your pencil and correct it. So what you do is take your excess, lift your eyebrow up, and drag down that concealer. So it should look like this. And then what I do is continue to drag it down, because remember I said I like to use my concealer as a base. If you don't, you can stop there. After you drag it down, you can stop there and use whatever base of your choice. If not, you fill the whole eye with the concealer. So it should look like this. From here, I get a double-ended brush with a blending end on one end and a foundation point on the other end. So with the blending end, I blend out that concealer. I blend everything at the top of my eyebrows. I blend it, but I don't do too much because I like the highlight to be there. So I'm done with that. So from that, I use another blending brush, and I use transition powder. That's just my preference to, and it's white. This is Ruby Kisses, to set the concealer. So that way it won't crease, which it does because mine is. So you just blend it to give you that even, and you set it. Don't worry. We will be putting eyeshadows on top of this. So don't worry about it. And I just pack. I don't blend. I just pack. There. If you want, you can get that brush again and just sweep off the excess. There. Now we're going to go do the same eye over again. Again, I didn't say it in the first. I'm not a makeup artist. I do my makeup, my little sister makeup, my daughter's friends that are close. Um, and me personally, I think I'm good at it for myself because I've been doing it for a while. I learned how to do makeup on here with Platinum. So I learned how to do makeup watching her YouTube channels. That was just me correcting a line that I saw that I should have corrected, and sometimes you may do that. Again, we're gonna outline and take it straight across. Lift your eyebrow and drag it down and down. You may have to do like I do. This is the reason why we have that tape. If you have to, pull your eye out a little bit just to get a full coverage. You may have to dip back into your concealer if you didn't pick up enough the first time. There. So we're done with that. Back to blending. You shouldn't see any lines from your inner of your nose here going back. So pay attention to that. Again, my eye waters. And it will water for about an hour. Even after I'm done, that eye will still be watering. I might need to start taking some Benadryl or something before I start doing makeup. Okay. So we're blended in the inner part of the eye. Going back to this brush and back to your white translucent. You know what I'm trying to say? Setting powder. I'm not sweeping it. I'm just pushing it. Yes, I'm pushing it into the concealer is what I'm doing. To set that concealer, because you don't want it to move, because over time, if you don't set it, it will move. Moving mean sliding off of your face. If you hear anybody say moving, that means that it's shifting and it's going to slide or crease. Moving meaning it's not going to stay in the place that you want it to, because it's going to shift. It can move around, drag down. If they say creasing, it's because in the crease of your eye is gathering there in the creases of your eye, and that is the reason why you set it to keep it from moving and creasing. So now we got to do the inner part and the top. So I'm going to stop it here.